Coming up next on Plus TV, Plus News. Join our news team for half hour of local and national news. Plus News, informative, balanced, accurate, and current.
Hi, my name is Megan, and I'm a civil engineer here at M&M Engineering. Behind every successful production process in our factory come quality materials, skilled employees, and reliable equipment. Specifically, rebar and pre-stressing cable from Belize, which are the building blocks of our products.
Not all rebar and steel are created equal. At Belize, quality is savings, because building with trusted materials means building stronger, safer, and longer.
Through Belize Enterprises and Banquet, M&M Engineering has access to the highest quality products and heavy-duty machinery that help us improve efficiency, maintain productivity, and provide the most reliable solutions to our clients.
Best for you and best for me. At Belize, it's the quality. Belize, quality and savings.
In the headlines for tonight's newscast, BBA threatens to suspend bus services on Monday over diesel costs. Ministry of Transport hosts meeting with Terminal Management Unit, and André Bauer sworn in as U.S. Ambassador to Belize. These stories and more coming up next on Plus News. Stay tuned.
This is brought to you through the courtesy of Builders Hardware, your home improvement warehouse.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Blessed Gardens is servicing home gardens across the country from the nation's capital and helping Belizeans reconnect with nature. We have everything you need for your home garden, so get growing. We have various types of soils: fortified soil, composted soil, potting soil, and pure compost for your garden. We have quality seeds and over 65 varieties of food seedlings for your garden. We even have organic insecticides available, EM soil treatment, and Polyshade for your excessive sun or rain. Blessed Gardens has all your garden solution in one location. Call 610-5679. Visit us at the Bumapan Market Plaza or enjoy our free deliveries across the country. Blessed Gardens. Get growing, Belize.
Welcome to Plus News for today, Thursday, August 20th. I am Nivea Ramos. The Belize Bus Association has formally notified the government that its member operators will discontinue bus services effective Monday, August 24th, 2026, citing the continued unsustainable cost of diesel. In a letter dated August 20th to Prime Minister John Briceño and Transport Minister Louis Zabane, BBA President Philip Jones said the decision was reached after repeated failed efforts to secure government intervention. The association said it first raised the issue with the Ministry of Transport on July 15th, ahead of the expiration of the diesel subsidy on August 4th. The matter was subsequently escalated to the Prime Minister on August 5th, but the BBA says no solution has been facilitated to date. When we caught up with the CEO within the Ministry of Transport, Chester Williams, he stated that the decision on whether or not to yield to the BBA's demands rests solely on the shoulders of the Cabinet.
That matter is going to be dealt with by Cabinet, and that's all I will say on that.
This is the second time the BBA has retaliated in this way. In the release, they also described the matter as a common sense issue. What is your response to that statement?
I will refrain from answering that question.
Well, is the ministry prepared to handle another stop in operations by them?
That's, like I said, that's a matter for Cabinet to decide. Our ministry is going to comply with whatever decision Cabinet makes on that matter.
According to the BBA, operators have continued absorbing higher diesel costs, along with increased expenses for parts, tires, and other essential operating inputs. The association said the industry has once again reached the financial position that previously required government intervention. The BBA says it remains willing to meet with the government immediately and is calling for the reinstatement of the diesel subsidy, retroactively as a measure that would allow bus services to continue without interruption. The Ministry of Transport has announced that a new legislation is on the horizon for workers attached to the Terminal Management Unit. Today, a mandatory meeting was held in Belmopan between the Ministry of Transport and the Terminal Management Unit. 56 terminal workers are now considering their next career steps after being given the option to join the National Bus Company or seek re-employment with the government of Belize. CEO in the Ministry of Transport, Chester Williams, gave us a breakdown of what is to come for the workers and spoke more on today's meeting.
I must say, first and foremost, thanks to Mr. Dean Flowers for coming to join us for this very important meeting. As you would know, that we are still in the transition period for the National Bus Company, moving from the Department of Transport Terminal Unit to the Department of Transport. And so as a part of the transitional period, what we are doing is to meet with the workers of the terminal unit, explain to them what are the options available to them, explain to them what are their legal entitlements should they choose whatever options, as well as to give the union as a bargaining agent that opportunity to speak to and hear from them. And so that's what we did today, and I believe that the meeting went quite well. The input from the president of the union was very important. Likewise from the Labour Commissioner's office, again, looking from the Labour perspective, and we also had representatives from the Ministry of Finance. So essentially, we just want to make sure we cover every grounds, and the most important thing here is to make sure that the workers, should they decide on whatever options, that they get what is legally entitled to them by law. Legislation has a provision that says that the employees who are currently employed within the terminal unit of the Department of Transport will have two options. One, to apply for employment with the National Bus Company, or two, to apply for re-employment with the government of Belize. And so long as they are so qualified and meet the criteria for whatever position they apply for at either NBC or the government of Belize, that they'll be given first preference for the employment. So there's going to be a provision there, again, to protect the current employees of the terminal unit within the Department of Transport.
And we receive reports that multiple people will be terminated, but is that true?
We have not come to that as yet. We are still going to await the union meeting with them separately and see what proposal they can come up with that they may want to present to government. And then following their proposal, then we can see how we proceed from there.
what would be the reason for their termination?
Well, basically what we're saying is that the position that they currently holds within the government of Belize or within the government service has become redundant. And the law do provides for redundancy and how you deal with redundancy. So we want to make sure that we follow the law where that is concerned.
The ministry also invited the Public Service Union President, Dean Flowers, to be a part of today's discussions. When asked what he thought of the meeting, Flowers said he was satisfied with the outcome and with the participation of the workers in attendance.
The Public Service Union was here today by way of invitation from the Department of Transport, more specifically by the CEO in the Ministry of Transport. The meeting was held to meet with the staff. I believe it's about 56 staff from across the country who were brought into Belmopan to engage with them, to hear what their concerns are, what their fears are, and also it provided an opportunity for the ministry to explain to them what is the proposed changes that they can anticipate and how those changes impact on their terms and conditions of service as well as on the establishment of the National Bus Company. Yes, I'm very much satisfied with the outcome. I think I am very much satisfied because I got the opportunity, of course, to interact with public officers that we negotiate and bargain for as the Public Service Union. And what I saw today is a group of public officers who really and truly enjoy and love what they do. Can they be better? Can they do better? Of course they can. We all can be better and do better in whatever we do. But that comes with certain initiative on behalf of the public officer, as well as management has to do their part in terms of the building of capacity of those public officers. But all in all, I enjoyed the interaction. I enjoyed the feedback. I think they were very responsive to their fears. They were very responsive to their in explaining what their questions were. And overall, I think we have a good cadre of people here. They simply need, of course, the more training and more guidance and more supervision in doing their work. And then I'm pretty quite sure we can provide a better product for the Belizean people.
The new legislation is currently in the process of going to the House of Representatives. In July of this year, news broke that Police Constable Jehan Gamboa could be moving from the Belize Police Department to the Ministry of Transportation to fill the newly created position of Deputy Chief Transport Officer. There were allegations that Transport CEO Chester Williams helped Gamboa secure the post, allegations that CEO Williams has strongly denied. When the news broke that the department was on the cusp of creating the new post, PSU President Dean Flowers stated that the creation of the position went against public service policies. Today, we asked CEO Williams for an update and to respond to Flowers' comments.
We're still awaiting the creation of the position by the Job Classification Unit. While we have received approval from Cabinet to create the position, we still have to go through the formality of applying to the Job Classification Unit and have their recommendation, then Ministry of Finance create the position. So applications have been submitted to them, or the requests have been submitted to them, and as soon as we get the approval from the Ministry of Finance to hire, then we will advertise the position.
When the announcement was made, PSU President Dean Flowers argued that the position goes against public service policies. What do you make of that claim?
I would say I don't agree with him, and that's his position. At the end of the day, we are entitled to our own opinion on certain issues, and I do respect the opinion of Mr. Flowers. He is a person who has been in the government service. He has been doing this for many years. And so I respect what he says. So what we want to do is to create a much better work environment within the Department of Transport. But importantly, we want to enhance the efficiency of the department. We believe that having one deputy at this time is insufficient because he cannot be everywhere. So to separate the duties, having one deputy that deals with administrative issue and one that deals with enforcement or operational issues is going to serve the department much better. We have seen countless occasions in the past where people go to the offices across the country, they're not able to get license plate, not able to get license stickers, cannot get driver's license. You're issued a receipt to drive with as a driver's license, or you're issued a receipt to use as a license sticker. Those are very unprofessional. When you go to any place and you pay for a service, you get what you pay for. And many times Belizeans come to us, they pay for a service and they walk away not getting what they have paid for. These are practices that needs to come to an end, and we believe that by splitting the deputy position into two, one will be able to focus more on ensuring that the services that we offer to the public is not mediocre, that it improves to the level that is acceptable to the Belizean people.
Williams say that he has since spoken with PSU President Dean Flowers and have seemed to find some common ground on the issue. We will be cutting to our first break for the evening and be back with more news. Stay tuned.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I hear they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
Cyber Realty and Development is the leader in providing solutions to the current land crisis in Belize. For homeowners and investors alike, Cyber Realty is offering special deals on half-acre parcels.
Look here, your kitchen light there and you been in the kitchen. But I'm going back in there right now. And the coffee maker?
Just to try keep me the coffee warm for later.
Where did you know?
I'll try to think about what to eat.
You know the more you open and close the fridge, it takes longer for the food cool. For a hot day like today, it burns more energy. You charge your phone right now?
No.
Plug it out then. You really only wash 2 Lee socks and 1 Lee shirt? You don't know what small load burn the same amount of electricity as large loads?
But this is my favorite shirt.
You have to be more energy efficient. Use large loads. This AC they blow hard. You know, if you keep the temperature at 25 degrees Celsius or higher, you burn less energy and you also keep the place cool. And for a nice day like today, turn off the AC, open up the house and make some fresh breeze come in.
You know what? I think I get it now. As consumers, we need to be more energy efficient and practice energy conservation.
There have been a lot of questions about what the proposed broadcasting bill could mean for online content creators. So, here are answers to some of the most frequently asked questions. You create content online. You post videos, go live, work with brands, and maybe even get paid for advertising or sponsorships. But does getting paid for your content mean you now need a broadcasting license? The short answer is not automatically. There are specific requirements that determine whether you're considered a national online broadcaster under the proposed law. First, do you fall under the definition? You may be considered a national online broadcaster if all of these apply. 1. You control the broadcast. 2. You broadcast exclusively online. 3. Your broadcasts are mainly directed to Belize. And 4. Your advertising or sponsorship revenue comes predominantly from Belizean citizens. If all 4 apply, you may fall within the National Online Broadcaster category. So, if all 4 apply to me, does that mean I need a license? Not necessarily. If you fall within the category, the proposed framework provides for exemptions where the regulations allow. So, you may still qualify for an exemption. What determines an exemption? When developing exemption rules, the BBA will consider how much you earn or benefit, including revenue or other business benefits from your broadcasts. They will also consider how often you broadcast, including how frequently and how many broadcasts you make. Another factor is how big your audience is, based on your average or highest audience size. And they'll consider who can watch, including whether your broadcasts are open to the public in Belize or limited to a particular group. Other relevant public interest factors may also be considered. So here's the bottom line. Getting paid to create content does not automatically mean you need a license.
When I install an AC system, I recommend Rheem from Belize. Unlike inferior units that drive up electricity costs, restrict yard flow, and wear out quickly, Rheem has the right solution for every space. With a wide range of options, I can choose the right Rheem system to keep every customer cool, comfortable, and satisfied. Because at Belize, quality is saving.
Best for you and best for me. At Benny's, it's the quality. Benny's, quality and saving.
Win the Encore Bundle. 2 Skydeck tickets, $500 DigiCash, a night stay at Grand Resort plus official Marshall Montano merch. Get your tickets for only $5 on the DigiWallet Marketplace games. And experience Marshall Montano the Encore way.
Need a fresh new kitchen, flip that switch ignition. GE appliances shine. Every knob, every line, all align and turn the shower on. Feel gold, cooler in the chrome. So bold from the tiles to the tiny screws. We've got the wow you'll choose. All in one place, Design Depot. Everything you need for the life you want. Let's go! From the floor to the paint to the patio glow. Build it up, light it up. Watch your dream home grow. All in one place, all in one place, all in one place, all in one place, all in one place.
Design Depot, all in one place.
Look here, your kitchen light there and you've been in the kitchen.
But I'm going back in there right now.
And the coffee maker?
Just to try keep my coffee warm for later.
Where do you know?
I'll try to think about what to eat.
You know the more you open and close the fridge, it takes longer for the food cool. For a hot day like today, it burns more energy. You charge your phone right now?
No.
Plug it out then. You really only wash 2 Lee socks and 1 Lee shirt? You don't know what small load burn the same amount of electricity as large loads?
But this is my favorite shirt.
You have to be more energy efficient. Use large loads. This AC they blow hard. You know, if you keep the temperature at 25 degrees Celsius or higher, you burn less energy and you also keep the place cool. And for a nice day like today, turn off the AC, open up the house and make some fresh breeze come in.
You know what? I think I get it now. As consumers, we need to be more energy efficient and practice energy conservation.
21-year-old Frank William Young was today arraigned on an additional charge of sexual assault stemming from allegations involving the same 9-year-old girl who previously accused him of sexual assault in July 2025. The new allegation is that on July 5th, 2025, Young forced the child to perform oral sex on him. The child reportedly disclosed the additional allegation to a counselor on August 14th, 2026. Shortly before she was due to appear in court for a bail hearing involving Young, She reportedly said she had initially withheld the information out of fear. Police subsequently recorded a further statement from the child and launched an investigation. The case file has since been forwarded to the Office of the Director of Public Prosecutions for further work. Young, who was represented by attorney Javier Williams, was not granted bail and was remanded to the Belize Central Prison until October 30th, 2026. Williams indicated that he intends to apply for bail. 32-year-old Alexander Elvis Jones, a Belize City businessman, has been granted $1,000 bail after pleading not guilty to charges of common assault and aggravated assault with a knife upon his brother Clarence Jones. The charges stem from an alleged incident on August 5, 2026 in Belize City. Jones appeared unrepresented before a magistrate and entered not guilty pleas to both charges. He was granted bail with conditions including that he must not contact his brother or any prosecution witnesses and must remain at least 100 yards away from his brother. He was also warned to attend all court hearings or risk having his bail revoked. Jones met the bail conditions and is due back in court on October 5, 2026, when disclosure is expected. Trinidadian national Rubindra Rampersad remains on remand at the Belize Central Prison after reaching an agreement with Golden Bay Hotel to settle an outstanding bill of more than $11,000. Rampersad, 46, is accused of making off without payment after allegedly leaving the hotel on May 29, 2026, with an outstanding bill of $11,470.24 following a month-long stay. He was later detained at the Philip Golson International Airport while attempting to leave the country. During a criminal mediation hearing today, the court was informed that Rampersad had agreed to pay Golden Bay the full amount on or before August 28, 2026. A representative of the hotel confirmed its agreement to the arrangement. The chief magistrate accepted the plea agreement and adjourned the matter to August 28th. The prosecution has indicated that it intends to withdraw the criminal charge once the agreed payment is made. Rampersad was previously granted $500 bail, but was unable to meet all the conditions, including providing a Belizean surety. His passport was also confiscated as a part of his bail conditions. If the payment is made by the agreed deadline, Rampersad is expected to be released and have his passport returned. We will be going to our last break for the evening and be back with more news. Stay tuned.
Need a fresh new kitchen, flip that switch ignition. GE appliances shine. Every knob, every line, all align and turn the shower on. Feel gold, colder in the chrome. So bold from the tiles to the tiny screws. We've got the wow you'll choose. All in one place, Design Depot. Everything you need for the life you want. Let's go! From the floor to the paint to the patio glow. Build it up, light it up, watch your dream home grow. All in one place, all in one place, all in one place, all in one place, all in one place.
Design Depot, all in one place.
It's been a while, you know, they have been asking, and finally this year, because it's been like 5 years now, you know, they have been saying, you know, we need help. Because they would have asked me, I don't have the knowledge and I won't try to tell them what I don't know. I could just tell them, my dad used to be a farmer, so I would just know so much. But we need someone that has the knowledge and have studied these things So that's how we came up with getting an agronomist to assist these farmers. They have asked for it. And the government of Belize, along with BNBC, have assisted us with getting a personnel from the country of Cuba to come and assist us. The agronomist plays an important role, of course, right? Because, you know, we are using different chemicals for weed control, and if you do not do the right dosage at the right time with the right weather, I have learned that from this agronomist that you cannot just say, get up today and say or call and say, we need the drone today, we need to spray. No, you know, the agronomist is trained to, or he studied these things, right? So we listen to him. His help has been, you know, very important to these farmers. The farmers, they have responded with his knowledge to them, helping them to you know, improve their quality, their techniques, you know, maybe what they were doing. With the help from him, it's a better way to do it. We try to be fair, and we also want all the farmers to be happy with, you know, the assistance we're giving them. Production won't increase like maybe this year. Gradually you will see it increase more and more each year. So we will need him, we will need his assistance.
Here's how to be a part of Benny's Homecation in 3 easy steps. First, download the B-Bucks app and sign up to be eligible. It's fast and easy. Then, shop at any Benny's location or Benny's entity. Remember to choose products from our monthly Homecation jackpot categories to earn entries. Now you can earn B-Bucks with purchases made and be a part of the Benny's Homecation jackpot for a chance to win the $10,000 grand prize in December. Win the ultimate Homecation with Benny's, quality and savings.
Welcome to the William David Fonseca Parking Facility, your modern solution for safe and convenient parking in downtown Belize City. With easy payment options such as prepaid cards or coins, parking downtown has never been easier. Enjoy affordable rates as low as 75 cents for 15 minutes, $1.50 for 30 minutes, and $3 for an hour. Open and available 24/7. Park smart. Park safe. Park at the William David Fonseca Parking Facility. Modern, secure, convenient. Your Belize City Council, always about the people.
Give me the real milk, the number one milk, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. You can whip it cream, for Dano milk it is real, yes, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. All over Cayo and in San Pedro, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. Dano milk in the morning, Dano milk in the evening, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Up north in Corozal, supermarket and them all. Dano milk, then love Dano milk. All over this land and in Belmopan, yes, Dano milk. Give me Dano milk. Say in Dangriga, down south in Fiji, Dano milk, then love Dano milk. You can hear this talk, cause it's in Orange Walk, yeah, Dano milk. I love Dano milk. Dano milk powder, probably the best milk powder in the world, Dano.
So it started off like any other summer day in Belize. I decided to go down to Builders Hardware since I heard they had 25% off on summer outdoor products. I got a couple of items, a chair, a grill, a cooler, and I got carried away, but the prices were so good. But anyways, I might have gotten comfortable, maybe too comfortable. Then I saw the news, man, the hurricane season was not playing with me. But thank God, Builders also had 25% off hurricane preparedness items as well. Flashlights, batteries, sealant, first aid kits, everything I need. And guess what? My grill survived.
The U.S. Embassy in Belize has announced that André Bauer has been sworn in as the new U.S. ambassador to Belize. Bauer, a former South Carolina legislator and two-term lieutenant governor, is said to bring extensive public service and entrepreneurship experience to the position. The embassy says he will focus on advancing the administration's priorities and strengthening U.S.-Belize relations. Ambassador Bauer and his family are expected to arrive in Belize in September. The Department of Environment has appointed 9 persons as authorized officers under the National Anti-Littering Campaign, enabling them with the authority to issue violation tickets for littering offenses. The event marks the first of several countrywide appointments and training sessions under the campaign. The National Anti-Littering Campaign aims to reduce visible litter in key areas of Belize by 30% within 2 years. The new appointees are Warren Garbutt, Bryce Dial, Sheldon Lopez, Conrad Villanueva, Christine Small, Henry Hamilton, Charles Westby Jr., Edwin Westby, and Naomi Anderson, all of whom have been authorized by the Minister of Sustainable Development, Orlando Habet. The DOE and the newly appointed officers will work together to ensure that the provisions of the law are applied fairly and in accordance with the regulations. And that is the news. Thank you for joining all of us here at Plus TV. Good night and God bless. I am Navia Ramos.